Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm actually clearing my table because I started working on a quilt that I'm going to continue later and actually building the quilt blocks now. And maybe I'll do a video about that later. But I'm clearing the table because I have a garment that I want to start working on. I have a dress I want to make. But as I was doing this is a thought that came to mind. I wanted to share something with you guys. How important it is for people over 60, people who are retired or planning retirement, to build a community around them. It's so important for those of us who are in our 60s and have retired or preparing to retire to have a community, to have a group of people in our lives after retirement. I've seen so many people retire and hate retirement. I've seen people retire and be bored and unsettled and unhappy because retirement is not what they thought that it would be. One of the things that makes retirement a joy, uh, from the perspective of those who've done it, I haven't retired yet, but those who have, it's because they have community around them. They have a group of people in their lives that they care about, them, a group of people who they share hobbies with, that they share a lot of interest with. They have people that they meet for a cup of coffee to discuss a good book. They have people, a sewing group that they meet with. They have a group of people down at the senior center that they do line dancing with, and they have friends that they golf with or take a daily walk with. It's so important to have community at this point in our lives. It's so important to have people who can help with our focus and help us to make these years the best years of our lives. Now, maybe some people say, well, I've got family around me. I've got the grandkids, I've got my kids, I've got extended family around. And that's great for people who have that because you have community. But for those of us who don't live near our families, my family is all from the Alabama area, and I am in Northern Virginia. So I don't have any family close by. And so as I prepare to retire, I am looking at building community. And my husband has some family close by, but he too is looking for building community, to have some people around us that will be a part of our lives as we age. And then you don't feel so alone, and you don't feel isolated, and you don't feel so lost. Um, Build community. I'm going to talk about that more. In a later video. I'm going to talk about some ways of building community. But this is what was on my heart today, because there are so many people who are so lonely and so alone. My husband visited a gentleman in the nursing home that we've all known. He was a pastor of a church, and um, didn't have any children. His wife passed away, and so with no children, it's just him. So he's in a nursing home every day, and he's in a nursing home that is quite a distance from his church community and the people that he had served as a pastor. And so now he's just there every day. Fortunately, my husband visits him, and I'm sure a couple of other people, I like to believe anyway, that a couple of other people visit him too. But we need community. And it really struck home for me, the importance of having community. When my mother's health had failed to the point that she couldn't live alone and that we couldn't take care of her, my sister, my brother, and I discussed with her and her doctor about her going to a nursing home, and she did, and she was in agreement with going to the nursing home. And the one thing that was so great about that time in her life before she passed away is that there was always someone there. Grandchildren came, great grandchildren came, church members came, former neighbors came, her pastor came, her pastor's wife came, the deacons came, all of her children came. She was always surrounded with people. except during the time that there was pandemic and we couldn't see her. And so we visited outside her window. But it really drives home for me the importance of having community. And we know that sometimes our kids are busy, sometimes the grandkids, the nieces and nephews are busy, and they really don't have time to spend with us that we would like for them to. But if you have community around you and you have activities that you love and you have people who share the same interest, these years can be the best years of our lives. I don't want to retire just to exist. I want my retirement to be a time that I thrive and that I do some of the things that I didn't have time to do while I was working. And I have time to spend with people in my community and do things with them and do things for them. It's so important to build community. Well, I hope there was something that said that sparked a thought in your heart. If it did, feel free to put your comments down in the discussion box, down in the comments below, so that I can respond to your comments. And I encourage you to build community. I want this channel to be a part of your community, and I want to be a part of your channel too, so that I can be a part of the community that you're building. Have a wonderful day. Abundant blessings to you.